guys? Welcome back to Franchise Hockey Manager 7 with the Ottawa Senators. We just finished up year 2. We finished up the strike-shortened season of 1994-1995, where we finished... we made some significant strides, I would say, in year number, 3 for the team, 2 for us. A team high 15 wins, but in only 48 games. 15, 23, and 10, where we had only won 10 games and 11 games in our first 2 seasons. So year number 3 was an improvement. We're getting ready to move on to for year number 4 here. Not much in terms of free agency. We are going to make a move for Magnus Johansen, a 1.5-star, 2.5-star defenseman. He wants $187 a year for 3 years, but that's 90% in the majors, or in the NHL, 10% in the minors. We're going to go ahead and bump this up to $250. And ask for his response. He likes that one. All right. And I believe that was the only move we were going to make because there wasn't much else here. Now that may change, so we'll keep an eye on it as we move forward. But Jason Blake, he's a half-star. No, we're gonna hold off on Jason Blake. All right, so we're doing the draft lottery. I don't know if it's gonna be any different than it was, than it is now. We'll see. So Hartford picks 10th, the Bruins pick 9th, Oilers 8th, Blackhawks 7th, Maple Leafs 6th. We get the 5th pick as expected, so it goes just as I think it's probably just based off record. So we're gonna have the 5th pick in the draft, which is fine. Now we can take a look and see if there are any free agents, because a lot of players have had their contracts dissolved. My guess is there won't be anybody that we'll be interested in, because it'll all be pretty bad. I don't need a 34-year-old Mike Ramsey. And yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay, so there's not much there to look at. So let's get to the draft. So we have the 5th pick, and obviously the top pick in the draft is going to be Zdeno Chara. So we need to see if we can move up. So Tampa has the 1st pick in the draft. So let's go to there. Let's go to Tampa, and we want their 1st round pick, and we will give them our 1st. And will you take our 1st and our 3rd? Not willing. Okay, so what about our 1st and our 2nd? Not willing to move. Okay. Are there any players that they would want that I would be comfortable giving up? I'll give you Alexander Daig. I will give you they will. Okay, so they're not willing to move on from that pick. I mean, I could add anybody in there, and they aren't going to they aren't gonna move on. So we have to just hope that they don't take Zdeno Chara. I don't see why they wouldn't. Chara and Iginla obviously are the 2 names that we're looking at here. I fully expect both to be gone by the time it's our pick. This doesn't look to be a very strong draft, which is a bit concerning, but they're not going to give up that 1st pick, so let's just watch them take Chara. Oh, wow, they took Matt Cullen. Okay, so who has the next pick? Where am I going? Under the mock draft. So Anaheim has it. Actually has us taking Chara. So let's go and let's talk to Anaheim. I want their 1st pick for our 1st pick, and will you take our 3rd? Okay, so they aren't willing to move it either. So let's just pray that they don't take Chara. They take Iginla. All right, so the 3rd pick belongs to the Panthers. Let's go to Florida. Will you give us your 1st round pick? Our 1st and our 2nd. Yep, they aren't doing it either. So fingers crossed. Cross your fingers, cross your toes that they want Mika Kiprasov. Damn it. All right. Well, it doesn't matter, I guess. Well, I want to see something. I want to see if they will No, it wasn't Anaheim, it was Florida. Far too weak. So what if we give you our first and our third? Far too weak. Yeah, they don't want to give up Chara. All right. Damn it. Okay, well, let's get to our pick, and let's see. So they take Mark Savard, who was somebody else I was looking at. All right, well, what do we do? We could go after Shane Doan. He's probably the best player in the draft, 1.5 star, 3 star. Yeah, there's not a lot here. Wade Redden, I mean, he's not terrible. I mean, he wasn't a terrible hockey player. He's not very good in this, but Kyle McLaren. Maybe we make a move on Kyle McLaren in a later round. All right, so we're gonna take Shane Doan with the 5th pick. Damn, that sucks. All right, well, let's pick until human. So let's see what happened. Kiprasov went to the Maple Leafs, Sakura to the Blackhawks, Robidas to the Oilers, Marty Reasoner to the Bruins, Zidlicki to the Whale, McDonald to the Blues, Tom Poti to the Sharks, Hanzus to the Sabres, J.S. Jaguar to the Canadiens, Willie Mitchell, Joe Corvo, Philip Kuba went to the Islanders, Damon Lankow went to the Devils, Brian Berard went to the Red Wings, Brett Clark, Johan Hecht went to Anaheim. All right, so now we need to take a defenseman. I think we are going to jump on Kyle McLaren, the half-star, 1.5 star left defenseman. Big kid, 6'5", 230. Had a pretty good career for the Bruins and the Sharks. Let's go to our next pick. So this is only 9 rounds this time, so that's good. Martin Biron, Alban. Yuck. It doesn't friggin' matter. Martin Biron, because you can never have too much goaltending depth. It's fine. Holy bad draft. Okay. Samik. It truly doesn't matter. Dan Smith has some decent ratings, so we'll take Dan Smith. Let's look for offensive ratings. Why do we not have ratings on anybody? Oh, because they're all goalies. No, they're not all goalies. Why do we not have ratings on any of these players? Skater ratings? We definitely should have ratings on these players. I'm just going to sim to the end here. Take a look at our scouting because... Okay, so we need to add another scout to the United States. So let's do that. We're just going to make sure everything is blue. So let's find somebody like in Michigan. There might be a good scout in there. Todd Luecki. Great. Perfect. All right, so they're good. All right, we need some more in Western Europe. Western Europe. Let's go by nationality. It's easier. This is Germany, right? Yeah. Cool. So that finishes up Western Europe, Eastern Europe. Is this Poland? No, it's Russia. Poland is There are no scouts in Poland. That's Czech Republic, Slovakia, Latvia, Baltic, Poland. I guess we can find someone in the Czech Republic. That'll probably work. Vladimir Martinek. Yeah, we need more. Okay, so Slovakia was this one? Yeah, Peter Stastny. All right, so that fills out the rest of Eastern Europe. And then the rest of the world. There's one scout, Jack Evans, who is from Wales. Sure. Not for that amount of money, though. All right, so let's go back to the free agent center. Just make sure there's nobody there. All right, there's nobody there, so we're going to sim ahead. Oh, no, we want to unsigned. Let's look at some of our unsigned players. And who do we want to bring in? Shane Doan. That's fine. Let's give Shane Doan what he wants. And I don't think... Well, Patrick Traverse, that's fine. And let's go ahead and submit to the Hall of Fame inductions. All right, we got to sign Johansen. We signed him. We'll give him number 14. We didn't show up on the best drafts or the worst drafts. Man, I really wanted Chara. Let's look at free agents just to make sure no one else has popped up. Nope. All right, so let's keep going. Hall of Fame inductions. New numbers. So I think that means we signed Traverse. We signed him. Still waiting on Doan to sign, but that should come here momentarily. Healthy player. Varitsky can go to the active roster. Let's continue. We did sign Doan, right? Yeah, he did. Okay, back on the 7th. A couple of trades. Doug Lister for Joe Mullen. Bernie Nichols for Brian Smolenski on the move again. Now he's on his way to New Jersey for Bernie Nichols and a 5th. Scouting report. That's just all free agents. Development report. A lot of players got worse, but these are the players we don't care about. These are the players that were on our team year one. Hall of Fame inductions. Let's see who gets in. Larry Robinson, no surprise there. Montreal, Los Angeles, New Jersey. One of the best defensemen ever. Ted Lindsay, longtime Red Wing back in the 60s, 50s, and 60s. Bernie Federko, played 70s and 80s back in the high-scoring days. I think in real life he played with the Kings, too. No, I'm thinking of Bernie Nichols. Bernie Federko played for the Blues. And then lastly is Giles Maloche, played for... Who did he play for? He played for more than... he played for a bunch of teams. He played for the California Golden Seals, the Cleveland Barons, the North Stars, and the Pittsburgh Penguins. And he makes the Hall of Fame. Good for him. Good for him. Let's keep going. All right, so we are at September 2nd. August scouting reports. Same deal. Just free agents. Nobody there I'm overly interested in. Development report. A lot of our unsigned players are getting better. Caberlet's still only half a star. But I think I want to sign him and bring him in. McLaren, we won't sign this year. Solani signs an extension with Winnipeg. Blackhawks are offering us Patrick Schellberg for Sylvain Turgeon. I will make that deal. Get younger. Ratings are a little bit better. I'm fine with that. Let's continue. Excuse me. Matthias Tiemander is healthy, so we'll put him on the active roster. Sim ahead to the beginning. Oh, okay. So we have to assign some numbers. Gelberg and Caberlet. So he can't have 10. He can have 20. And Caberlet wants 5. He can't have 5. He can have 15. Cool. Continue. So we are going to, just like I did last time, I'm going to let the AI set up the organization for preseason. Who did they send down? Anybody of note? No, nobody that I'm all that concerned about. Haviland and Caberlet need to get some work down in the minors. Same with Van Imp. Who do we have? Oh, man, our defense is bad. For some reason, it's not starting Soleil. Well, that's got to happen. We got to start Soleil. They're not starting Doan, but we're starting McElwain. No, we'll just do that. All right, so let's play to the waiver thing. That's what I'm talking about. God, use your words. Until the waiver draft. Glenn is hurt. We'll replace him with Deneen. I have a feeling we're going to step it up this year. I think some of our players are going to make some pretty substantial jumps, and I think we'll be good. Training camp development report. Alfredson got better. He is up to 1.5 star now. Wow, look at Shane Doan. Look at how much better he got. He's up to 2 star, 3 star now. Chechmanek got better. Dimitra got better. He's up to 2.5 star, 3.5 star. Holmstrom got better. John Madden got better. He's up to 1.5 stars. Soleil got better. Martin St. Louis up to 1.5 star, 5 star. Cool. So some of our young players are making things happen. So we have to select the players we want to protect. We're going to protect Chechmanek and Rollison. And now we need to protect... God, I don't really care about any of these people, but we'll protect them because they're all young. We'll protect all the young guys first. Or youngish guys, I should say. Everybody under 30 that's... I mean, I guess we can just protect everyone. It really doesn't matter. Pankowitz, Rosie, Kekalainen, him. How many is that? That's 17. And Filimonov because he's 23. Cool. All right. So we're not anywhere on here, which is not surprising. Waiver draft. Can we take somebody? Pick until human. All right, so we can take people if we choose to. Do we want a 32-year-old Bobby Carpenter? We don't. Do we want a 25-year-old Roman Turek? I don't think we do. James Black? No. Stanislav Romanov? No. We could use a defenseman. Peter Anderson. Murray Biron. How old is he? He's 28. Jeff Bukaboom. I think maybe we take a Peter Ahola. 1.5 star, 1.5 star. Are there any 2-star potential defensemen? No. Screw it. I don't need any of these players. We can just complete the draft. Did it have me take somebody? I'm curious. This is last year. This is last year's draft. And we took Rob Ramage back from St. Louis. All right, whatever. It took Bobby Carpenter. Okay, I don't need Bobby Carpenter. He's a Peabody, Massachusetts native. That is also where I'm from. So, very cool. I guess it's very cool. All right, so there are too many players. So we got to send one player down. So I think it's got to be a defenseman. And it's going to be Gord Deneen. Place him on waivers. We need Johansen starting. No, I guess maybe we don't. He's 1.5 star, 1.5 star. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got to start another defenseman. 20 players already dressed. 1, 2, 3. We only have 5 defensemen dressed, folks. We aren't going to dress Carpenter. I don't need Carpenter starting. We do, however, need Glenn. All right, so let's set our lines. Clear the lines. So we are going to go Yashin along with St. Louis and Alfredson. So that number 1 line is going to stay the way it is. Let's change their roles. Make Alfredson a 2-way. Make St. Louis a speedy forward. And I don't want Yashin as a dangler. Sniper, I think. Let's see if we can get some goals for him. Second line will be Holmstrom, Dimitra, and who do we want on that right wing? Dig, I guess. Okay. Holmstrom, power forward, is what he actually is. I think that makes the most sense. Excuse me. Third line will be Madden with Shane Doan and Dackel. Yep, that's going to be our third line. That's a good checking line. And our fourth line will be Kjellberg, Jompf, and Varitsky. And we're going to have Dimitra, Yashin, St. Louis, Daig, and Shane Doan as our shootout guys. Goalies will be Habibulin and Chechmanek. And then the awful, awful defense will be Ruslan Saleh and I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Because they're all terrible. I guess Rumble. And our second will be Shaw and Glenn. And then Ludeman and Traverse. Wow, that is a bad defensive core. Bad. We're going to give up a literal ass ton of goals. Extra attackers will be Yashin and St. Louis. Power play is going to be Alfredson and Yashin and St. Louis. Second power play unit is Dimitra, Doan, and Holmstrom. I guess it doesn't. We'll put Saleh on the right point, and on the second power play we'll put Shaw, and then we want Daig as the playmaker on the second power play, and Dackel. He's more of a defensive forward. It's fine. We'll just make him a two-way forward there. So we continue this. Alfredson, Holmstrom, Yashin, Dimitra, St. Louis, Doan, Dackel, Daig, Saleh, and Shaw. In fact, I think I want to change these two. Yeah, we're going to go Daig on that top power play unit. And then on 4-on-3, we're going to go Alfredson, Yashin, St. Louis, and then Dimitra, Doan, and Holmstrom. That's going to be a beefy power play unit. PK, it's going to be Madden with Doan. Then it's going to be Dackel and Yashin. And then Jompf and Alfredson. And then the 3-on-5, we're going to go Madden and Doan. 3-on-4, we're going to go Madden and Doan. God, our defense is so bad. So bad. It is what it is, though. We will deal with it. We'll get it improved eventually. Ludeman and Glenn. So Rumble, Saleh. Rumble and Saleh. Glenn and Shaw. Shaw and Glenn. 4-on-4, 3-on-3, so we want Yashin and St. Louis out there. Then we want Dimitra out there with Holmstrom. And then defensemen again. We're going to go Soleil and Rumble. Yeah, Darren Rumble is our top line D pairing. That's just not good. But again, we'll work through it here over the next year or two, I guess. And Glenn, and then we're going to go 3-on-3. We're going to go 2 forwards because our defense is so bad. Not Shelburne. Why is Shelburne out there? St. Louis. Like that and like that. Goalie starts. We're going to continue to rotate between the two of them because we have 2 very good goalies. And I think we are set. So let's go ahead and actually I'm going to save first. And we're going to go ahead and sim. So let's sim to, I guess, next month. We'll do a month at a time here and see how things go. Yashin is injured right off the bat. We are 0-2-1 on the year. How long is Yashin out for? 2 to 3 weeks. All right, we will put Bobby Carpenter on that top line. So that didn't take long. We are 2-5-1 now. So now we got another injured player. Thomas Holmstrom is day-to-day. I'll just stick McElwain out there on the second line. I don't want to spend a lot of time fiddling with the lines when they're day-to-day injuries. The players will just come back and, we'll just slot them in. Yashin is not ready to return. Nothing of real substance. So let's keep going. All right, so we finished November 2-6-2. Holmstrom should be safe to dress. So let's go back in here and replace McElwain with Holmstrom. And let's kind of see where things stand. So development report, a lot of players not on the big league or on the roster improved. Alfredson got better. Dimitra got a little better. Shane Doan got a lot better. Holmstrom, and then Carpenter, Rumble. Some other players got worse that I don't particularly care about. We are this says 2-6-2. This says 2-5-2. We'll go with this. We're 2-6-2. We are only ahead of the Hartford Whalers. Hobby Bullen is 5th in the National Hockey League in save percentage. Let's look at our stats through 10 games just really quickly. Oops. Yashin leads us with 7 points in 3 games. Daig has 6. Dimitra with 5. St. Louis got 5. Varitsky with 5. Alfredson with 4. Not a lot of scoring as to be expected. We're not quite there yet. Hobby Bullen 1-2-2 with a 2.64 and a 9.33 save percentage. Judge Monik's gotten off to a rough start, so I think what I want to do is come over here and let's lean on Hobby Bullen for a while. And let's sim ahead until Yashin is back. All right, is Alexei Yashin back yet? He is not. He is still day-to-day. And Ruslan Soleil is hurt now. He's out for 1 to 2 weeks, so we give Johansen a chance now. Yashin is ready, so we can replace him with Bobby Carpenter, or replace Bobby Carpenter with him. Where is Yashin? All right. So we're 3-9-2. Let's keep going here for a bit. I want to get Soleil back here as quickly as possible. Roenick has a 13-game point streak. He's got 29 points in 17 games. The Red Wings are following up last season with an even better year this year. They're 16-1-1. We are 4-12-3. So Soleil's still out. All right, let's just get to the beginning of December. So it looks like we took a step back this season significantly. That's okay. That's okay. We got a lot of young players who are going to get better here. And my guess is we'll spike like really quickly. You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden I'll have a bunch of 4- and 5-star players and we'll be fantastic. That's my guess. That's my hope. All right. So we finish November 4-16-3. Soleil is ready, so let's get him back in there. Let's look at our stats. So through 12 games, Yashin has 15 points, Dimitra with 15, Alfredson with 12, Daig with 10, St. Louis with 9, Holmstrom only 1 goal in 21 games at team worst, minus 15. Rumble's been terrible. And this is what we expected. I mean, growing pains with a young team. We are a very, very young team. Goalie stats. They're still playing. So now Chechmanek is having, they're both having bad seasons. Hobby Boolin's got a 3.68 goals against. And this, again, our defense is just terrible. 911 save percentage and a 368 goals against is rough. Chechmanek's got an 897 save percentage and a 410 goals against. It just goes to show how bad our defense has been. Let's keep simming ahead here. Yeah, we definitely took a step back this season. 7-17-3. Brad Shaw is hurt. How long is he out for? Day to day. So we will replace him with Johansen. We definitely are going to need to do something about our defense. Offensively, we're coming along, but defensively, things are not good. Things are not good defensively. Well, we don't have the worst record in the league. We're 10-19-4. Both Anaheim and San Jose are worse than us. All right, it is now January 1st. Again, some improvement from some of our unsigned players. Some of our signed players continue to get better. Alfredson continues to get better, but he's still only 3 stars. Shane Doan, 2-star, 3-star. Holmstrom is 2-star, 3-star. Madden is up to 3.5-star now, so that's nice. St. Louis is still a 5-star. He's got 24 points on the year. Glenn, Rumble, Shaw all get worse. Yeah, we're going to have to figure out the defense. Daig is still considered the most overrated player in the NHL. It's 3 years in a row for him. All right. So we're 10. This says 10-21-4. We're 10-23-4. We're still in last place. Third worst record in the NHL. Only Anaheim and San Jose have worse records. Basically, midway through the season, Gretzky with 59 points in 38 games. Roenick, Alexei Kovalev, Yzerman, Brian Bellows, Mark Messier, Brett Hall, Ray Shepard, Doug Waite, Jeff Courtnall. Brett Hall leads the league in goals with 33. Alexei Kovalev, 40 assists in 42 games. Yzerman with 38. Chris Osgood leads the NHL in save percentage again. The Red Wings are 27-5-4 through 36 games. All right, let's go ahead another month. Pick up a win, and we get an injured player. Darren Rumble is hurt now. Sore hamstring. We'll stick Shaw out there. Go to February 1st. Battling with Hartford for that last place position in the Northeast. All right, so we finish January. Development report, more of the same. Kyle McLaren got a little better, speed, determination, passing, and I'm thrilled that his face-offs got better as a left defenseman. And we could have him up next year. His defense is solid enough, I think. Alfredson, Doan, Johansen, and Soleil get better. Carpenter Veritsky got worse as a 24-year-old. That's a little concerning, but that's okay. Zdeno Seiger with a hat trick. Really? Okay. So 16, 29, and 4. Oh, it's because they're overtime losses, right? So we're technically 16, 27, 4, and 2. It's not showing that last column. Red Wings are only 38, 6, and 4. That's a thing. Gretzky now with 80 points in 51 games at age 35. Yzerman 74 points. Brett Hall 43 goals in 49 games. Another quick stat update. Yashin 51 points in 38 games. Alfredson and St. Louis having nice sophomore seasons. They both have already set highs for scoring. Alfredsson 36, St. Louis 34. Pavel Demitra has a career high in points with 33. Holmstrom struggling, but set a career high. Most of our young players are setting career highs for points. We just have to do something defensively. It hasn't been, has not been good. Let's just take a look at the trade block. Where am I going? Roster. Trade block. Zarli Zalapsky is on here as a from the Hartford Whalers. What would they want for Zarli Zalapsky? Can we give up something minor to get him? That's the Whalers. You want Varitsky? You don't think they'll accept that offer? What if we give you one of those late draft picks that aren't going to matter? There you go. Igor Varitsky and a 4th for Zarli Zalapsky. Let's see if they take that. See if we can do a little bit of improvement to our offense here, or to our defense here. Zalapsky obviously would become our best defensive. It's close to being all right. So I bet if I gave you a 3rd. Let's see. Let's continue. No way. Oh, wait, that's the previous trade offer. St. Louis is out. He's day-to-day. I'm going to stick Bobby Carpenter on that top line. And continue to next week. I guess they didn't want that trade. All right, so we can dress St. Louis already. He's fine, so we'll replace Carpenter with St. Louis. Johansen is hurt. We bring in Rumble. Let's get up to next month. We'll go up to the trade deadline. We're making some moves. There definitely has been improvement this year as well, even though it's not quite defensively what we're looking for. So Madden is hurt. Carpenter will slide into that 3rd role center position nicely. Let's get to the beginning of March. All right, so we are 22, 34, and 5 at the end of February, which is 1, 2, 3. We currently have the 5th worst record in the NHL. We are getting better. We are absolutely getting better. 172 goals for, 219 against. Red Wings are 47, 9, and 5. Gretzky hits the 100-point mark in 65 games. Brett Hull has 53 goals in 60 games. Far and away the goal-scoring leader. Moog, Frederick Chabot, Andy Moog, Craig Billington, and Jocelyn Thibault are your top 5 in goals against. Moog, Belfour, Waite, Richter, and Blaine Locker, former Bruin, are your top 5 in save percentage. And let's take a look at our stats. Another month passes. Yashin's up to 66 points in 50 games. Alfredsson and St. Louis having nice sophomore campaigns. You can see we've got some good scores here out of our top 5. Yashin, Alfredsson, St. Louis, Demitra, and Daig all have decent scores. Doan and Holmstrom are both over 60 as well. I don't think we have one defenseman who is an over 60. Marco Ludeman is the only defenseman who's averaging over a 60. So offensively, we're starting to take shape. Right? Offensively, our top 2 lines are starting to take shape here a little bit. Yashin, Alfredsson, St. Louis, Demitra, Daig, Holmstrom. Shane Doan having a nice year for us as a rookie. That 3rd line, I like that 3rd line with Madden, Doan, and Dockel. Pretty solid defensively, I think. Goalie stats. Chechmanek and Abibulin, again, splitting their time down the middle. And they're both doing okay. Both have save percentages over 900, but we're just getting peppered with shots. So 912 and a 322 for Habibulin, 905 and 374 for Chechmanek. So, yeah, not terrible. Let's get up to the trade deadline, see if anybody is offering a defenseman that we might want to pick up. All right, so who's hurt now? Rumble. And we need to bring in Johansen. All right, so it's the 13th. Let's look at actually, I'm going to save real quick because I don't want this to crash, and I'm glad I'm recording. I hadn't really thought about that. So let's go to the league home. Let's go to roster and the trade block. A lot of names on there: Pat LaFontaine, Grant Fuhrer, Dale Hawerchuk, Patty Verbeek, Zarley Zalapski, Gerald Didick. Zalapski's the only decent defenseman on there, so let's see if we can. Okay, so they don't want either they want something more than a third, or they don't want Varitsky. So let's do this. How about a third and a sixth? Okay, so Igor Varitsky, a third and a sixth for Zarley Zalapski. That gets us a number one defenseman. I mean, he's not really a number one defenseman, but he's a number one defenseman for us. We can dress Madden. Oops, no, we can't dress Madden. Well, we can, but we have to undress Carpenter. So we do this. We put Zalapski in. Do we have 7 defensemen dressed? Is that the thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we have 7 defensemen dressed. Okay. We'll bench Traverse, and we will get Carpenter back in there. So Zalapski is now our is going to be on our top line with Soleil. Carpenter will go there, and Madden will go there. On the power play, Zarley Zalapski is going to be that top QB, I guess. Penalty kill. We need to get Madden back out there in all of these positions. Cool. So we make our first real trade, and we pick up Zarley Zalapski. So let's go to the beginning of next month. Zalapski needs a number. I think he had a weird number, didn't he? I guess he only had number 3. Oops. Oh, Traverse is unhappy. He can be unhappy. I don't care. Let's go to next month. Let's go to April. Holmstrom is hurt. How long is he out for? 1 to 2 weeks. So McElwain will get some time on the second line. Madden is hurt again. 2 to 3 weeks. So we're going to replace Madden with McElwain, and then we're going to replace Madden with Holmstrom. Okay. Let's finish the month. All right. So we finish the month of April. We are 28, 41, and 6. That's definitely. And Holmstrom's already. No, Holmstrom's. Right. Holmstrom's hurt. It was Madden who was out. All right. So Brian Smolinski showing up on here a whole lot. Having a good year for New Jersey. 61 points in 73 games. Development report. McLaren continues to get better. Yeah, we'll sign him. Can we sign him now? Maximum contract limit really reached. Let's look at our contracts. Pankowitz can go away. And that's going to be it for now. And we're actually going to sign Kyle McLaren. And we'll give him some time with Prince Edward Island. All right, so we are not in last place. 28, 39, and 6. We're a point ahead of Ottawa. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams that are worse than us right now. We're tied for the sixth worst record with Tampa. I think it's been another improvement, though, another positive step forward. Yashin, 85 points in 64 games. Alfredson has 59. Dimitra, 54. St. Louis, 50. Zarley Zalapski has come in and scored 6 points in 10 games and is a +4. Alexander Daig, 39 points. Holmstrom, 33. Shane Doan, 32. We need to look at our upcoming free agents. Yeah, I knew this was going to be a thing. Let's sign a whole bunch of players. He wants to sign with us for $9.15 for 4. I'm good with that. Daig, Wants to re-sign $695 for 5. I'm just going to re-sign. I mean, we've got $20 million in cap space, so all these players that are looking for new contracts are just going to get what they're demanding. We need to bring Zarli Zalapski back. Berezin, we'll bring him back because he still has some growth, some room for growth. Really, anybody who's got growth room, I'm interested in bringing back because you never know what's going to happen. They could make a leap, and we've got more money than I know what to do with, so who cares? But players like McElwain, we'll probably just let him walk because we don't need. We've got enough younger players that are still growing that I think it makes more sense to hold on to someone like Steve Ruchin and use him as our 13th forward versus McElwain. Van Imp. Yeah, see, like all these guys I don't care about. Carpenter, Shaw, Rumble, Glenn, they can all walk. That's fine. And then everybody 1 star and under I don't care about. So let's sim ahead to the award nominees. Too many active players. McLaren can go to PEI. Cool. Let's go to the award nominees. Because we're not going to make the playoffs, but again, baby steps forward here. So we are moving up. We are now in 4th place. Stop. All right, so for some reason it kept simming ahead. I don't know why it did that. Award nominees. Mike Keenan, Scotty Bowman, Pat Quinn for the Jack Adams, Ted Lindsay, Lemieux, Gretzky, Solani, Messier, Leadership, Leach, Ron Francis, and Gretzky, Lady Byng. Alexei Yashin nominated for the Lady Byng along with Leach and Zuboff. The Selke, Pandolfo, Madonna, and Kelly Bookberger. GM of the Year, Brian Murray, Neil Smith, Pat Quinn. Calder Trophy, Milan Hayduk, Peter Sikora, and Shane Doan. It looks like it's probably going to go to Hayduk. Norris, Leach, Murphy, and Zuboff. Vezina, Osgood, Belfour, and Richter. And the Hart Trophy, Yager, Lemieux, and Gretzky. No surprise there. So we're in the postseason. It's simmed ahead. So let's take a look at where we finish up. I want to look at the standings. So we finished up in 5th, 3 points behind Pittsburgh with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th worst record in the NHL. 32, 40, and 32, 47, and 3. Gretzky led the league with 130 points. Lemieux, Hull, Yager, and Shepard. A lot of players broke 100, as was the case back in '96. Hull was 72 goals in 80 games. Shepard was number 2 with 57. Ray Shepard has been really good in this playthrough. Gretzky with 83 assists. Osgood with a sub-2 goals against. Mike Richter with a .925 save percentage. Osgood with 49 victories, and the Red Wings went 58, 16, and 6. If we take a look at our final stats, Alexei Yashin with a 40-goal season, 93 points in 71 games, a 77 game rating for Alexei Yashin. Daniel Alfredson with his first 20-goal season at 64 points in 82 games. You like to see that. Pavel Demitra busted out in a big way, 60 points in 82 games, a 30-goal season. Martin St. Louis, 21 goals, 39 assists, 60 points. That top line is going to be fearsome next year. Zarli Zalapski, 10 points in 17 games for us, now signed long-term to be our current number 1 defenseman. Alexander Daig had an okay season, 42 points, but was a 67 game rating. Shane Doan with a nice rookie season, 38 points, 18 goals, 113 penalty minutes. Thomas Holmstrom bounced back, ended up with 11 goals, 24 assists. That's okay. Brad Shaw, surprisingly with 10 goals, but was only a 55 game rating. Again, not a lot of good ratings from our defensemen. John Madden is already 3-star, 3.5-star. That's nice. So a lot of our young players are coming along. We're set in goal with the 25-year-old Chechmanek and the 23-year-old Hobby Bulin. Hobby Bulin, 3-1-4 goals against. They both had .913 save percentages, so I'll take it. Chechmanek had a .345. So our goaltending situation is set. Offensively, we're in pretty good shape. We really just need to figure out the defense. So hopefully there's either a defenseman in free agency or one at the top of the draft. So let's go ahead and sim to the end of the Stanley Cup Finals and watch the Red Wings win it all again. Development report. Dimitra Madden in St. Louis got better. Hall of Fame nominee. Who are we going to nominate? I think it's going to be, oh God, a lot of Bruins on here. Cashman, Hodge, the Rat. I think we're going to go Wayne Cashman. Yep, Wayne Cashman. All right, so let's keep going to the end of the Stanley Cup Finals. Detroit and Pittsburgh, not a surprise there. And it looks like Pittsburgh may have won the Stanley Cup championship. Where is it? Are they not done? Another development report. Madden continues to get better. Alfredson better. St. Louis. All the players you would expect. Time for the Hall of Fame voting. Oh, that's where we are. So we got to vote for 4 players. Bobby Smith. Billy Smith. Wayne Cashman. And Doug Wilson. Yeah, fine. Series was tied at 3. Oh, my contract got extended again. That's nice. I think we're into Game 7 of the next of the Stanley Cup championship. Red Wings, there we go. The Detroit Red Wings have won the Stanley Cup for a second straight season. In fact, can we go here? Yep, they've won it 2 straight seasons. The Quebec Nordiques won it our first year. The last 2 years have been the Red Wings. They were 58, 16, and 0 this year. As to be expected, well-deserved, they won. So good for them. And let's keep going up to the awards. All right, so we have to re-sign all of our scouts. That's right, we hit the end of year 3, and most of these guys signed 3-year contracts. So we are going to sign them all. Did I reject him? Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, there's a lot of players, a lot of people here that I need to re-sign. So we're just going to re-sign them all to 3-year contracts. This is a very tedious part of the game. I wish there was an option through... there might be. I'll have to take a look and see if there's an option to re-sign your coaches if you can just let the assistant GM take it. And that's actually something I need to look at now that I think about it. But we'll take a look at that next episode. Our coaching staff and who we want to bring back and who we want to, if there are, actually, let's look at our staff right now. Yeah, our goalie coach is good. Our offensive coach is fine. Our skill coach is fine, and our trainer is fine. Actually, I would say our offensive coach is not fine. So maybe we need to take a look at replacing our offensive and our defensive coaches at the start of the new season. I think that's what we'll do. Free agency preview. Looks like there are a lot more players out here now. Yeah, it looks like we have actual free agency here now. So we should be able to make some significant improvements to our roster here. Glenn Murray. That might be a target. Philip Boucher. Adam Deadmarsh. Richard Matvichuk. Yeah, there are going to be a lot of players because I don't think the whole UFA, RFA thing existed here. So I think these players are just going to be free agents. Miroslav Shatan. Saku Koivu. Lyle Odeline's probably, he's only 27 in this. Kasparaitis, but I hate Darius Kasparaitis. couple of really solid defensemen here. Cool. So it looks like we're going to have some options in free agency, which is nice. Let's go to the award ceremony. So Ted Lindsay award went to Gretzky. Gretzky won the Art Ross. Rocket went to Brett Hull. Lady Byng went to Zubov. Masterson went to Kevin Lowe. Mark Messier award went to Ron Francis. And Chris Osgood won the Jennings. So the Hart Trophy goes to Wayne Gretzky. Not a surprise, 130 points on the season. Conn Smythe goes to Lemieux. Had 34 points in the postseason in a losing effort. Calder Trophy went to Peter Sikora, 74 points in 78 games. Norris to Larry Murphy. Selke goes to Kelly Buchberger. Vezina to Chris Osgood again. GM of the Year goes to Neil Smith of the Rangers. And the Jack Adams goes to Scotty Bowman of the Detroit Red Wings. Let's get up to the last year. Let's see what we get for points. Not that we can do anything with them, but points nonetheless. Career season score 9, total score 13. All right, so we get 1 point, and we're going to put that 1 point into coaching prospects. All right. June scouting, cool. All right, so let's delete that. Let's sim ahead 1 day. So we are improving. We're almost a 500 team. We're going to make some moves defensively. We're probably going to spend a lot of money this postseason or this offseason. Let's look at the development report. Nothing great. A lot of our older players are getting worse, which is fine. Historical notes, a lot of big name players in here. And if we look at the free agent center, we have, so it looks like a lot of those players were re-signed by their team, which is fine. But there are some options. Tommy Alblin, JJ Daigneault. We might make a move for some of these guys just because they're better than what we have. You know, Tommy Alblin's 32. We don't really need a 32-year-old defenseman, but we pair him on the top line with Zarli Zalapsky, and all of a sudden that top pairing isn't the worst because we have a decent, offensive and a decent defensive forward out there, or a defensive player out there. Gerald Didick, Bruce Driver. So we could bring in a couple of veterans and improve the defense. We've got plenty of room, and we're going to be picking 7th in the draft. So hopefully there will be a defenseman that falls to us there. So, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Next episode will take us through the 1996-1997 season. Again, if you want me to slow down, let me know. But again, this is, trying to just see how quickly I can do this, how quickly I can turn things around with Ottawa. But if you'd like me to slow it down, I can. Just let me know. But if you don't mind the pace, then this is what we will keep doing. So I appreciate you watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.